my gist, oh baby. Baby, come and listen to what I got to say. Oh my baby, don't you walk away. Tell me, baby, is it because I'm hungry?
He never gave me an answer, but he just made a strong ass face. Yo, take it, rip it. Kai hates it here.
Sick of y'all.
He hates it. Are we all good to go?
Hey man, welcome to the Good Guys Podcast.
Hey guys.
Man, it is Sunday, March 14th. We are at the 1-year anniversary of Corona. I mean, this time last year was my last night out.
Oh,
I like
really?
to start off with that. Yeah, I went to the bar, so it was lit. And then after that, everything shut down.
You were literally at a bar?
Yeah, this time last year.
Oh, wow. I don't remember what I was doing this time. I think I was...
I got drunk as up. You were there. Tommy was there. Tommy was there.
Why Tommy do that cat?
Remember? That was a good night.
And you saw I was really trying to eat that beef. I was trying to get I was struggling just now.
What the fuck was that?
I was really struggling just now, but I was.
Yeah, we were on Main Street.
Is that the night that we got on the tractor?
Yes.
What the actual fuck?
We went
not
crazy.
the tractor. What's that shit called?
It was a construction thing. The yellow thing?
I think remember they were doing construction right by Alibaba's or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all got on that tractor?
Yeah,
You're heathens.
I had pictures from that night. When we got
Yeah, y'all posted them.
Yep.
That's the only reason I knew about that, because y'all are ridiculous.
What do niggas in Delaware do? Take pictures on
On
tractor.
We were like, isn't it a pandemic? They were like, isn't a pandemic starting? I remember my parents. I came
that
home.
wasn't even like really a thing. Like,
We was like, this is really the last night out. That's
no,
why we
it
went out
was
like
because
that.
when I got home the next morning, my parents stopped me at the door and took my temperature.
Was
and
this
shit.
after they declared that there was a pandemic and they had given people a time like when everything was going to shut down?
Stuff had started shutting down like that week, and the 14th was a Saturday night. So stuff had really started shutting down like by like that Wednesday.
But that was like your last weekend.
That was that last weekend, and I just remember like my sister blowing up my phone while I was at Santa Fe, like going up to it, down to it, fuck those, taking these shots, and my sister blowing up my phone like, Kai, the virus is coming.
That sounds like me with Miles. I'd be like, so
and she's like,
you just don't care about my life
no,
or our lives.
You don't care about me being selfish, and I'm like, yo, this is my last night out.
No, we're both
Just listen to this
Aquariuses,
nigga
you
chewing.
and
You hear
Miles.
this?
Maybe that's why.
I'm just saying, listen to this nigga chewing just in the mic.
My bad.
It's ASMR. That might be an Aquarius thing because we had that same thing with Miles. Miles would just disappear into the night.
Whoa.
In April, like after the pandemic, like
After it started?
it's definitely a pandemic, bro. Like it's like no doubt a pandemic now. Miles would just be like gone. I'm like, so you don't?
Okay,
so
that's
you
not
don't
an
care?
Aquarius thing. That's a Miles thing. Because
No.
I don't be wilding out like that. That was night one. That was day one of the pandemic. That was the last night.
It's still the same
Nah,
mentality.
it wasn't even day one yet.
Yeah, it wasn't day one. That was day 0.
Same mentality.
No.
Everybody knew that
And
there was a
I'm pretty
virus
sure,
killing everybody.
I'm pretty sure the ordinance didn't go into effect until Monday, and
It
that was
didn't.
like Saturday.
It didn't.
So the ordinance is what y'all were waiting for, not the death totals that were already accumulated.
This was
There was
March
no death
4th. There was no
totals.
death totals.
At that
What?
There was no death totals
At that point in
Corona.
America, so look,
Girl, it was March
look,
14th
I am
of
very
last
informed
year.
because I listen to my news podcast every morning.
Oh,
All right, so
and
no,
you know what? Fuck me.
right now I'm about to say it, but at this time last year, well, I listened to this podcast on Wednesday and it comes out every day. They said at this point last year on Wednesday, the U.S. only had 750 cases. Not even deaths.
No deaths. But there were
No,
deaths.
I think
there
we had
were
deaths.
in
I
other
think we had some
countries.
deaths. No, I think we had some
But there were
deaths.
deaths in
This
other
time
countries.
last year, Corona, to us, we all thought it was a 2-week thing. We're like, damn, that's crazy. That's happening on that side of the world.
So what it sounds like to me is y'all saw other people dying in other countries and didn't think it was gonna anything
Tyler,
was
shut
gonna
the
take
fuck
off.
up. You probably was out.
No,
that week
I
too.
was.
What was you doing? You
I
was
was
Alright,
inside.
So what's your story? Let me look at your Instagram story.
Yeah, pull it
The
up.
archive.
The
Pull up the
archive?
archive.
Pull up the archive
year
of that
ago.
day.
Y'all really want to make me do this in the middle of a thing?
Yeah, was that the last thing you had up? Is that what I was?
No, it was shade room. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll pull up my archives.
March 14th,
March 14th.
2020.
March 14th, 2020. Ooh.
But while she's looking for that, one thing I was thinking about a lot of people at the beginning of quarantine, like I was one of them. I was like, oh, I'm spending this birthday in quarantine. Now, literally, everybody had to spend their birthday in some type of quarantine.
Oh, this shit is nasty.
Oh, you drink? Oh, you was doing something?
No. I got mad at fucking guy.
I was like, I called her
What
out.
is nasty about it?
Well, while Tyler's still looking
Is
for
it more?
that,
Is it more liquor than it is anything?
I don't know what it is, man. That's nasty. I'm a drinker though. It's cold.
Hey, while Tyler's still looking for that, we didn't even introduce ourselves. So
sorry, everyone.
I'm Tomi.
I'm Tyler. Hey.
I don't remember what order I usually go.
I know. I forgot the order.
I'm Kai.
And we're the good guys.
I'm sorry, y'all. They got
This
me
is the
really
Good
distracted.
Guys podcast.
They got me effed up because they really sitting here trying to make it seem like you said March 14th, right?
Girl.
Our words are spaced with our people, and Tyler's words are about to get fucked up.
Tommy was just trying to get that off.
He really
really
wants. I was in the house. I can see it already. I can see it.
Yo, it do
already.
not take that long.
It really don't.
It does. It does. It does.
You just
Thank
scrolling
you
with
so
your
much.
finger?
It does.
Why don't you use the thing on the side?
I was driving March 10th somewhere. This doesn't.
What?
prove
All
anything.
right, no. Just
6 in
put
the
your phone on
morning?
the table. Put your phone on the table.
Not put my phone on the table.
We about to see.
Go ahead.
March 13th. Okay, you posted stuff. You in the house. Okay, this is you
Is
in the
this
house.
a-
No, that's our house. I know. Yeah, you cooling in the house. All right, cool. You still in the house.
Suck my dick. Suck my
Hold
dick.
up, hold up, hold up.
Suck my dick.
Y'all getting wine. We only at March 19th. Hold up.
Y'all really trying to
You
prove?
see how quick I'm tapping through this
Nah,
bitch?
I remember that. By then, we were well into quarantine, bro.
So I
She
was
in
out
the
here
crib.
caring about other people's
She was in the
well-being.
crib by then, bro.
No.
He doesn't want to be wrong.
Oh, I miss outside. I thought she said I'm outside.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
So you want to eat your words now?
Yeah, I
or
have to. I have
suck
to.
my.
Once it hits April, I'm really gonna stop.
What? Why do you need any more proof?
Anyway, the point
I wanna
being,
catch you in the
I
act.
was
Damn,
inside.
it hit
Wow.
April. Okay.
I was inside caring about other people's well-being, and y'all decided that fuck everybody. It's fine.
I'm telling you, this time last year, it was early on, but I digress.
It's fine. Hi everyone. Welcome to the podcast.
We already welcomed the podcast. My bad.
We did actually.
I just wanted to welcome them again.
Nah, guess what?
I'm the one who welcomes
Let's
everybody.
get into these topics.
All right, yeah.
All right.
That
So
sounds great.
yeah. So let's get into these
I'm tired of getting cussed out. It's
current
like
event
too
topics
early.
before things get a little too hostile.
Were you silenced?
Or silent? Wait, no. Were you
Were you
silent?
silent?
Or silenced, which is what we're about to get into right now. The royal family and racism. So I don't think it's new.
Who was really surprised by this?
That's what same thing. I was like, I don't think it's
Who?
new or that people thought that because like literally the royal family is the family that colonized everywhere.
But people people are acting like, oh my God, really?
like
Although Meghan Markle's interview was important,
very.
it was not groundbreaking or shocking because there's been indications of racism for years outside of the whole point that you literally just made that the royal family was the family that colonized. I feel
Exactly,
like, for me, it's like, okay, so what do we do now? Like, do we ride off into the sunset? Are we bringing pitchforks and torches? Like,
Nah,
what's
you know
happening?
What we do?
Like,
You know what we do? We make memes out of the funny things we find in the interview.
that's what we do.
Cause her face, like we said, this interview was real. It was very important, and it was very honest. And it was like I'm proud of her. I can't be proud of her. I don't fucking know her, but I'm
You
happy
can be
that.
proud of somebody you don't know. It's fine.
Well, I'm happy that she was able to share her feelings like that about
Yeah.
what had happened to her,
Right.
right? But at the same time, her face was funny as fuck.
What
Like,
was funny about her face?
the
Tommy?
way she was about to cry, dog.
I feel like
And then Oprah's
she
what?
said, what?
What?
Oprah made it sound like it was the made it sound like it was the most like I would have never guessed. I'm
Oprah's
like,
an instigator, and you can't tell me otherwise.
she is, but this is why she's the best at what she does.
You're
You
right.
get a car. You
Like,
get a
no,
car.
she's the best at what she can get an answer out of pretty much anybody. And I think it's that instigating, like, no.
Really?
No.
Tell me
no.
more.
She said, "Oh wait, so what did Meg? Do you have it where Megan? What did Megan actually say before Oprah said what?
No, I don't.
I think it was the thing
I
about
don't.
the skin tone. She was like,
It was the conversation. She's like, who's having that conversation?
Like,
oh yeah.
I was like, girl.
What did Megan say? Because Megan was like, oh yeah, somebody
they
had conversations with him about what
basically
Archie's skin tone would mean for the family.
Baby wasn't going to get a title nor protection because of his skin. Like the debate was, depending on how that baby came out, he wasn't going to get.
That's really wild when you think about it.
That's because
a literal paper bag test.
It's just crazy to me because that baby is certainly going to be beige. Like, he's certainly going to be beige.
They already... Isn't he born already?
Yeah. But you know how babies over time may develop more
I'm about to say, babies is light as hell.
Yeah, babies over time develop...
white boy right now.
Yeah,
you know what's funny as hell?
He looks just like his father.
I saw a meme that was like, the royal family going to be mad as shit once Archie graduate from Howard and start shimmying.
Hey,
yo, I just choked. That's funny.
Hey,
that's great. That's great for all of us. They mad already, but I personally don't.
Oh wow! And now Trump. Wow, this just happened.
Oh Jesus!
This just in.
Wow, because I wanted to search up the interview to see like what she actually said, but now. Within the last hour, literally breaking news. Trump thinks Meghan Markle is no good after her Oprah interview.
Well, that's not breaking news.
Man,
Trump
isn't
thinks
that man
everybody.
dead?
Right. It's so entertaining to me. Like Trump supporters are like, "Oh, he's running again," and I'm like, "That isn't the man's life. Like, he's like what 80 something. With our luck, he might not be here by the time that all comes about."
Bro, I thought that man, 80 something. Well, I think he's 76, 74.
Evilness, I don't know. There's either one or two. Evilness and racism makes people live a long time. I don't know what it is. It's just stubbornness. But some of the most racist people in the world be living to like... They be holding that grudge. They be holding on, man. Like, it be like some of the most racist folk be living to like 90, 99. Like, I'm like, die already. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I
wow,
thought...
there's a lot of shit. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to nothing y'all just said.
It's okay.
It's okay. Me and Kai were having a conversation.
There's a lot of shit happening around this Meghan Markle thing. So Piers Morgan basically said that he thought Morgan, there you go, look, I found the sentence. Morgan, who had charged that Markle exaggerated claims about suicidal thoughts and racism in the royal family.
And he did that because basically he wanted to smash Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle met him the same night she met Prince Harry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like literally he told a story. There was an old interview that surfaced where he told a story about he was at the pub or whatever he was, chatting her up, buying her drinks. They, quote unquote, got along well. He bought her a cab and to send her home thinking that they were going to have future conversation. She met Harry the next night at wherever she went and apparently, quote unquote, ghosted him as if he ever had a chance. So he's been holding on to that and talking shit about Meghan Markle since she like.
Oh really?
Yes. So this is for me again. None of this is news. All of this is like okay.
Well, no, he lost his job because of it.
He walked off on set.
Well, they said. Well, he
quit.
He said he lost his job because he refused to apologize for his comments.
Right, because their interview, the guy who he was talking to on the set was basically like, so are you still talking about this woman after she's married with a child, even though y'all met like years ago and she doesn't talk about you? And of course, in white temper tantrum, he got up and left the set and said he had nothing more to add to the show, and they probably were going to give him another chance and say, just apologize like everyone else does, and we'll let you keep your job. And he's stubborn, and he didn't want to, which, I mean, I appreciate. Stand in your convictions. If you said something, mean it.
She said stand in your convictions.
Stand in your convictions. He meant it. And I appreciate the fact that he didn't apologize because he wasn't sorry. He meant it. And he now no longer has a job, which is great. Anyway, not news.
Well, so talking about all this with, Meghan Markle, the royal family. I know Trump. I mean, Kai don't have to call Kai Trump. I just call Kai Trump.
that's the worst type of insult if you ask me.
What do you mean by that?
Beat him up. Knuck if you buck.
What do you mean by that?
That's an insult.
I know Kai didn't say shit, but
I didn't.
That's really an insult.
But speaking of,
I kicked the bottle.
Our sponsors are making noise.
Hey, girl.
Maybe it was just because I was...
You need something?
Hey, girl.
Maybe it's because I was eating the cinnamon, but it's starting to taste better. But anyway.
Nothing I do is
So
right.
talking about people getting canceled.
Cancel culture.
And basically cancel people are saying the royal family is canceled. But first off, they got too much money to be canceled.
It's the royal family.
Exactly. They're still going to be the royal family regardless.
Cancel
but
the
if this
royal
nigga
family.
brings up Tory Lanez.
No, I'm not.
No, we're not touching that damn story.
We're talking about somebody who actually was supposed to be, was quote unquote canceled today.
Who?
Kirk Franklin.
You ain't canceling Kirk Franklin. He has gotten me through many a days.
Look,
you can't
all I'm
cancel that
saying,
man.
One, I don't think he should be canceled. Two,
Absolutely.
I'm completely fine with what he did.
Well, tell the people what happened.
So
basically,
have y'all seen?
Yeah, pull up the video.
Because I don't know.
But
this is new to me.
basically, before you guys hear the video, Kirk Franklin and his son had a basically toxic relationship in the past, and when they had a conversation on the phone, his son decided to record the conversation, and then Kirk Franklin, you're gonna hear it, but basically he just turned up as a black dad.
He turned into a black father.
He was like, "Fuck out of here! You're
black
not gonna
father who's
disrespect
had
me."
enough.
Yeah. So we're gonna play the audio here so you guys can hear it.
Up a piece of paper. Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting disrespected, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. Because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. What's up? I will break your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. I did it. He just hung up the phone? I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Hung up on him. They said that Kirk Franklin's body got replaced with Plies.
Oh. Is that a threat? Get out of here, bro. But
they said Plies jumped into Kirk Franklin's body. I screamed.
But even after all that, first off, before I even get into the next part I was about to say, like I said right before we played that, I support Kirk Franklin.
I support it.
No, I support it as well.
First off, his son is 33 years old. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I know it's a toxic relationship. The next thing that I'm going to play is actually an apology from Kirk Franklin because he sees himself as a leader in the gospel community.
And I literally commented underneath that, you have no reason to apologize.
But here's that really quick. But I don't think he had to apologize. That's the first thing I'm going to say before we even play this. But here we go.
Many of you know I have an older son named Kirk Franklin. In May, he'll be 33. For many years, we have had a toxic relationship with him as a family. We've tried for many years through counseling, through therapy, to try to rectify this private family matter. Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation, and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I'm sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording.
Of course he didn't.
I'm not perfect. I'm human and I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm trying to get it right. Please keep me and my family in your prayers.
I feel so bad for him.
He has no reason to apologize. He's a black father. I mean, my mom cussed me out a couple months ago. Aired my shit on the phone.
What'd you do?
I feel bad. What did I do? I don't know. I was out getting cheesesteaks and my dog took a shit on the carpet.
It sounds like a black mama got her carpet shat on. It sounds like that black mama got her carpet shat on.
My dog took a shit on the carpet, and then it was just up from there, and I was, and I said something that I shouldn't have said. And I got aired immediately, I was calling Bobby. Bobby, wait.
I feel like some parent. First of all, I think we all can agree that Kirk Franklin was well within his right to cuss out that boy.
Yeah.
Especially, I think it's very obvious that the son was trying to be manipulative in that moment. One, you could hear the son trying to instigate the issue, shut the fuck up. Oh, is that a threat? Trying to instigate his father. And I think he was purposely doing that because he thought if he uploaded a video of Kirk Franklin, this gospel icon, cussing and doing something unholy, that we would cancel him. And he forgot that all of us got cussed out by our parents, and all of us probably gonna cuss out our kids at one point in life.
And all of us got taken, not all of us, but most of us got taken to church by our parents,
right.
and most of us would take our kids to church like our parents
right.
did.
Like we about to, like, it was really, for me, I was just nauseated by
you're not gonna take your kids to church for, like, Christmas and, like, 2032.
I didn't say I wasn't.
Oh, okay. You looked at me crazy.
No, I laughed because you said she. No, I'm taking my kids to church. What?
I just feel like it was gross to me, the fact that he, like, you could tell that he was like, I'm gonna upload this video of my father, Kirk Franklin, and everyone's gonna see how mean he is to me. I'm like, you a bitch. Yeah. It was like, you're a bitch. Like, you're such a
shit.
bitch.
And the thing is, like, you really cut off the beginning of the conversation like you was slick.
Right.
You think it was cool.
To be honest, he didn't even get cussed out as bad as what, like, he was like, his father
family
said,
therapist.
I'm gonna break your neck. I was like,
yeah, he said, I'm gonna break your neck, nigga.
Everybody's got
he said,
cussed
nigga,
out
don't
like
you
that.
ever disrespect me.
Everybody has gotten cussed out like that before.
And on some shit, don't you ever just
Who among us has not?
Yeah.
I've God-fearing parents. I've been cussed out many a times. Especially if you're doing wrong. You're 33 years old.
Yeah, and like, come on, bro.
Why they just register?
Like, you're 33 years old and you still getting fussed out by your parents. You are probably he probably living off his pappy. Apparently, he's an aspiring rapper or something like that. He's probably living off his pappy. Still ain't paying no bills. He ain't doing something his dad said, and his dad decided, I've had enough.
This is good.
Yo,
okay,
Kai,
so I just want to make note that
those random
Kai was complaining about that drink, and now all of a sudden it's decent. Now he's a bartender, so I felt offended, but now I feel good again.
I'm a retired bartender.
There's no bars really to tend to now.
Yeah, there's no bars to tend to.
When that happens again. But yeah, Kirk Franklin, we love you. Sorry that your son is driving you up a wall.
Yeah, like.
Melodies from Heaven is still a bop.
First off.
I was listening to that this morning.
And some people really need to realize, especially him at his big age, like, he's his own person. Like, you trying to cancel your dad off of a conversation that sounds like, how can I say it? You trying to cancel your dad and trying to make it, oh, I'm Kirk Franklin's son, da-da-da-da-da. Nigga, no, you a bum. Well, let me not call him a bum, because I don't know this nigga.
He's a bum.
From this image
he's trying
right
to
now,
play victim.
Yeah. And I hate that more than anything. Again, stand on your convictions. Whatever you were doing and I think he did. I think he issued some sort of, like, apology or address. The video was like, oh yeah, I have been inconsistent with therapy. And it was like, well, nigga, if you knew that off rip, then why did you post the video? You was trying to be petty, you was trying to be malicious, and it didn't work because the black community, if nothing, loved God and loved that man, because who else are we cleaning up?
If it's two things the black community loves, it's God and Kirk Franklin.
Who else were you cleaning? Who was you cleaning your kitchen to on a Sunday morning?
Nah, that's facts.
What? When Melodies from when he did that Tiny Desk concert, I had that blasting in our house.
Damn, this happened today on a Sunday?
Hey, yo, somebody commented and said, sir, you are 32. Grow up and take that cursing out like a man.
Right? That's what I mean. I don't know that. And see, the reason why for me, it feels like Kirk Franklin has really been holding back for a long time. Because if this is the first time you got cussed out by your daddy at 33.
I don't think it's the first time he got cussed out, but it's the first time we're hearing about it. Like, first off, you just hear this. There's two things you need to hear about. First, I said two, and I pulled it up 3 fingers.
That liquor is kicking your ass, friend.
One, the man has had this toxic relationship for 32 years of his life. 32, 33 this year, right? Cool.
Give or take.
So that's the number one thing that you need to think about Kirk Franklin. He's been dealing with this with his son, pretty much his son's entire life.
You see that too, right?
Yeah, I think they're closing the gate.
And then, two, the nigga is not Kirk Franklin. Like, the nigga, Wait.
I don't know why I started panicking.
Sorry, I feel like I have to just explain to the
I'm sorry, y'all.
the recording studio that we're in closes at a certain time, and we're basically doing the after-hour times now, and we'll have to go through secret exit, whatever. We saw a gate closing. All right, next. Fuck it.
They're shutting a gate that is not
shutting
really
a
locking
gate.
us out.
And I panicked slightly. All right, yeah, Kirk Franklin, you have my support. Continue to cuss out that boy if you don't listen.
Yep. So, ready to dive into the actual episode? First question, at least?
I mean, we're in the episode, but definitely the next question.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, cool. So, that was our little current event. I'm sorry?
He's about to reset the,
Cool.
Hit the lever, pull the lever, Crunk.
Well,
pull the lever.
as Kai's resetting the video.
Wrong lever. Sorry.
Yeah, just hit the button.
No, I disagree with the intern.
Okay.
What?
What? I said we need a new intern, and he didn't peep. So.
Oh, you're calling me an intern.
He's calling me the intern.
Oh, you're an intern.
No, I'm saying you're not. He didn't
I
say
bet.
anything.
Because we've established
that
I ain't the
didn't-
intern.
Oh yeah, you're not an intern.
No
okay.
shit.
Nah, I gave that up.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shit.
Okay,
We're
okay.
all in
I
the
gave that up.
Yeah, we know.
I'm gonna give that up.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so
You're the intern's intern.
I will walk out of the studio session right now.
So,
and you can do the rest by yourself.
all right, I'm gonna try to tie this in. I'm gonna be a podcaster right now. So, yeah,
Or were you the whole time?
watch this.
Oh, no.
So, as the intern, you were receiving like a different type of treatment, right? Than you should have been.
I was never the intern. Like,
He's podding.
Why?
Okay, no,
but
'cause
why
I'm
is she
not
playing
gonna-
like she wasn't the intern when she first came?
I wasn't the intern.
I'm pretty sure I even said she was the
You
intern.
weren't. You
I
didn't.
think we introduced her as the
You
intern.
never did.
You go back
We
to
can
episode
go
one.
back in the.
Episode
We
0.
can go.
I'm pretty sure
back.
we introduced
We
you
can
as
go
the intern.
back because if I did, then someone could slap me because I really was referred to as the intern on air. I have no respect for myself.
That sounds like a personal
If
problem.
if that happened, I need to leave because I can't believe I did that. I can't.
Where did this go? Where did this just go?
I'm glad I messed up your segment.
Oh God,
Your
timer
transition.
You
You
did
missed
it.
that. Okay.
No, all right. So yeah. So as an intern, you got a different type of treatment, right? Cool. We was treating you like shit, basically. Right.
All right.
So
Nobody was treating me
Fetching
like
us
that.
drinks.
all right, fuck
You-
it. I was
Making-
trying to
making
go
our
into
drinks.
prejudice
This was
and tie into our next
all-
topic, but guess
This
what?
is all a black ass lie.
Guess what?
A
Our next
black-ass
topic
lie.
is about prejudice. All right.
This is a black-ass lie.
These niggas.
I didn't see how you were gonna bring that together.
I don't think.
I was
Niggas said,
trying-
"Stay with me, stay with me."
Please.
Please, I was trying to get there, but it
No,
was like,
I wasn't gonna allow it. Not
oh
on
my
my
God.
watch. Not
She
on
said-
my
she said,
watch.
I'm not even gonna
Please,
be
these
the
audio
intern
levels,
figurative.
these audio levels are going crazy.
I realized
Sorry.
that, yeah. But she said, I'm not even going to be the figurative intern. She
Nope.
said, fuck that.
Never was. Never
Oh,
will be.
God. Well, basically, I wanted to talk about something that I do see in the black community, and I would say it myself. You guys can agree with me or not agree with me, but we're still going to talk about the topic.
Okay.
Cool. So, and I am victim of this as well.
Oh.
Or I'm guilty of this as well, let me say. Because of my experiences in life and what I've seen and learned on myself, whenever I am interacting with a white person and they get either rude, upset, or mad or something, I automatically assume that they're racist.
I'm guilty.
And I think that I'm guilty of that prejudice.
I'm very guilty of that. And that's probably not okay. But I automatically,
Like,
especially when
they
I
could
was
have really just been having a bad day.
especially when I was working in customer service,
Like, you know when you just having a bad day and you call that white person nigga loud as fuck, you don't care where you at.
I've never
just 'cause
done
you
that. What?
when you just talking and you're cussing a white person out,
When,
and you just say nigga, like nigga fuck out of here, that type of shit.
I don't think I've ever cussed anybody out in public.
No, I've cussed a white
Have
person
I?
out.
Anyway, that's more so me. What?
I do my best not to call white people nigga.
Yeah, I try not
I
to.
feel like
my
they
best
don't.
as well.
I feel like they don't deserve that
I
privilege.
call them bitch.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's universal.
Like I will never, if I have like a white friend, like a guy friend, I don't pull up to him and be like, my nigga, like nah.
Because some
You
people,
don't-
yeah, you
see,
can't.
you
don't
can't-
deserve that.
You give them an inch
Or like,
and they'll take a
so-
mile.
or
They be like,
even or even if it's like me, Tommy, and like some white boy, and I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, I'm.
So you
he's
know what's
not a nigga.
funny? this can tie into a topic that can get me canceled because
I was about to say that.
Do you remember the topic?
I was thinking
it's something that I've argued with a lot of people with during our college years.
Tommy, I remember specifically having a shift in how I looked at you when we had this conversation maybe 5 years ago? This was like my sophomore year of college.
In the CBC.
Does it have to be with letting certain people say nigga?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember I looked at Tommy. I was like, I don't know. I literally whispered over to someone that I was friends with at the time. I was like, I don't know if I could be this nigga's friend. And here we are now, like 5-6 years later. But I was literally like, I really don't think I could be this nigga's friend. I don't.
No. So we're gonna completely divert off our topic, but that's completely fine.
We'll come back.
So basically, the viewpoint I have, and this is me by myself. This is not the good guys.
Still currently.
Yes, I was still.
Wow,
I was still
2021. Okay.
I'll still say it's currently. And just basically off of what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I mean, remember what you said earlier. Just stay with your convictions. You know,
I'm here.
Switch up. I'm talking about him.
Well, you can change.
I don't know what this is though.
You can change.
And
people
I'm not
are
saying
able
this,
to change your opinion. I don't believe that.
Listeners
You're
are probably
supposed
mad. They said they've been building this shit up for
say it already.
All right, go ahead.
So basically, my viewpoint is if you have a white person or somebody who's not black, right, that grew up all around black people who called him nigga in the way that we were just talking about it, like, oh, my nigga this, my nigga that, blah, 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 blah. I can't get mad at you if you say that back to me. So let's say I have a white friend and I'm growing up with him and I'm interacting with him in that sense, right? Everybody else is interacting with him in that sense. If he says the word nigga back to me because I've said it back to him, I technically do not have the right to get mad. Wait. I'm not saying that him saying the word nigga is right. It is not right that he's saying the word nigga. But me, if I am doing that to you, I can't say now, based off of everything that I believe, saying racism this and racism that, I can't say based off of your skin tone or your skin color that you can't say this word.
Wait. This is with someone that you grew up with doing this.
Yes, you grew up with this man saying this your life.
The problem is
all his life.
The problem is that,
like, say Jack Harlow grew up in fucking Compton.
Yeah.
And then he said nigga to. I'm not saying if he said nigga on his song, he's still done.
Yeah.
Because he's not saying that.
But he's saying that's his best friend.
Exactly. His best friend cannot get mad at that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, so here's my thought on this whole thing. I understand what you're saying. It's just like, how do I put it? It comes to a certain point, that person that's not black gets old enough to realize I shouldn't be saying this at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you get past that certain age, it's like, okay, like maybe a conversation needs to be held, maybe one doesn't need to be held, but it's just like that person should take it amongst themselves to say, I'm not saying this word anymore. You know what I mean? Because in middle school and high school, I know of people that were saying the N-word that weren't black. And back then I didn't say anything. I'm just like, whatever, like. But now as an adult, of course, even if I came in contact with that same person that was just saying it, I would hope that they had dropped that word. I'm now to a different point where I'm like, I'm going to talk to you about it. You know, I'm not like the kid I was in middle school that's like not really, you know, self-aware.
Who's going to let it slide?
Yeah, who's going to let it slide? I was a kid, but now it's like, yo, excuse me?
Exactly.
So
okay, but see, I think you kind of changed it a little bit, because then that's kind of saying from the, well, it could be either or. If like from the jump, even if that man is saying it back to you, that you still felt some type of way, but you didn't say anything, or
back then or now? Back then, it was like
through time. Let's just say through time in general, right? So if I can look at you in a relationship with, let's just say it was you for the sake of example.
Okay.
Right. So you have a white friend. Let's call him John. Okay. Right. So.
Not John.
I know John saying nigga sound wild.
John, you letting the nigga named John say nigga?
Chris, because Chris can be a black name too.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
Okay. Chris.
All right. So Chris grew up with you. Right?
Okay.
And like as soon as you started saying the word nigga, you started using it towards him in that sense of the word that we use the word nigga, right? And in response to you, I'm saying to you only. I'm not judging his responses to other people around, because he should learn from other people around in the environment. But responses with you only, he says the word as well, right? He calls you like, yo, nigga, look at this, like, right? You don't have the right. Now, let me not say don't have the right. You do have the right. But you can't get mad, right? And I'm saying if what's it called? What did I say just before? Fuck, I lost
I think the problem is that nigga is a popular word and it's popularized, right? So no other racial slur is used just readily thrown out there. It was a slur that it's a word that we use, and because we kind of create what's popular in basically everything, now other races want to hop on and use it, races that have no association with the word at all. Now, if you're white, and I'm saying, and I'm just speaking, right? You my friend, right? But nigga is part of my vocabulary because it's my word, it's my people's word. So I'm just using it regularly. And you decide, because you hear it and you around us all the time, that you're going to use it too.
All right, so that's the difference that he's trying to make. You're
saying using it at you
No.
versus...
Like, he's just saying, not even just at you. He's talking about somebody that grew up.
When you use it as your people's word, like you said, that's my people's word, he felt included in that my people's.
But here's my thing. I think at a certain age, there's something called discernment. Like, you know, especially at this big age of ours, and especially with how information is so readily available. There is no way in 2021 that you don't know that the word nigga is insulting to a great majority of black people. I don't give a fuck if you were friends with somebody for 20 plus years and they let you use this word. You're 20-something now, you know for a fact that it's insulting, and on a moral standpoint, you have a responsibility to be like, okay, I know that this word's insulting. I know my friends have given me permission basically to use it, but morally, I'm not going to because I know it's wrong.
Yeah, that part. So then, that's where I'm at. Because when you get to a point where you're socially aware and you should drop it.
Right. Why?
Now I'm with it's like I'm with Tommy halfway up to that point. Like growing up, you shouldn't be mad. They didn't know any better, but everyone goes through that transitional period where they're like, they understand what's going on beyond the little bubble of just them and their friends.
Exactly.
So all right, let's put it like this.
And if you get your clock cleaned because you used it out in public, because your friends, I hope your friends are there to help back you up.
No.
If someone knocks you in your
that's exactly where I'm going.
Somebody has a right to clean your clock if you use it in public.
Okay, your friend, Chris, right? He says nigga to you in the... Crit.
No.
Oh, this is not a real person.
This is still the example.
The example person.
This is still the example.
Who's Chris?
I have no friends that.
I said I could DM Chris right now.
I have no white friends named Chris.
No.
But okay, so boom, Chris pulls up to you. Me and you. Chris pulls up here. And he says, "Oh, yo, my nigga," right? To you, right? He doesn't say it to anybody else, right? But we get tight, right? Then you hop on the bandwagon, right? Of being tight. You haven't ever been tight with that nigga for saying that word, but now you're around us and you're tight.
Now I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
He has every right. He has every right to be pissed at you.
Confused.
He has every right to be pissed
I
at
get what
you.
you're saying. I get what you're saying. But still, at my big age, that's never happening. I mean, for me,
I also
myself.
feel like everybody, it's not our
I get the
responsibility to make sure white people stay in line. White people are individuals.
All right, so then
you have the same access.
We're also not just talking about white people.
So that's where I'm about to go.
Absolutely
so
right.
Who's allowed to say the word? Let me ask that.
Black people, Hispanic people. I get it. I know you feel like I get it. You can't use it because the S word, we can't use that. If I called you an S word, you would get pissed, right? It's only because nigga is popular. It's only because we make everything cool. Because if nigga wasn't
we have songs called, my nigga.
You can skip over the song. If I'm listening to a Spanish song, I don't even know what they saying. I'm still singing to it, ain't I?
I'm saying, like, literally, I'm agreeing with you how popular nigga is. There's songs that have nigga in the title.
Right.
You don't have songs.
If you're saying it like in that same sense, then in that same sense, I shouldn't say the word nigga.
Nah.
You?
Tommy,
you?
So I'm I'm full blown African. Both of my parents came over here. The only pass I get to, and why I do feel comfortable saying the word nigga, is because I grew up here, and because of how I look, I was treated the same way as everybody else. But the historical context behind the word, I do not have.
That's true.
I do not.
I get
no, that's true.
I get that. I get that. But in America, you are going to be treated the same way me and Kai are.
That's
so
also
and that's why I feel justified saying the word.
Is the word
That sounds bad. That sounds so bad. The way I said
What?
That nigga said.
What did he say?
He said, "I feel justified by saying the word because here I get treated the same experience as you and I."
As you.
But you know that nigga. If this nigga goes back to
in my country,
if this nigga goes back to Africa,
he said, "Back in my country, I ain't got that problem. I don't know about
I
y'all.
don't know about y'all be easy.
I was like, we all look the same, bro.
He said, y'all be easy
though.
Y'all be
Yeah, somebody
easy.
rent due today, but I live with my mama. Y'all be easy.
I feel like, Tommy, your experience
This shit
as
busting.
an African male is similar to ours as Black Americans.
No, it is.
It is. So no one
In America.
Right, in America. Now we're not right. He had to make that. He made a point to be like,
Because once I go back home,
and when he does go back home, it's like, I'm gonna leave y'all bitches here.
And,
back
like-
home, this ain't my problem.
and I guess also, I guess it depends on maybe the personal conviction of the person of how they look at themselves. Like, even though I was born here and I was raised here, I still see myself as
I feel like
Nigerian.
white people who feel like they just have to say the word. Like, I get it. There's a I think there's the population of people who just want to say it just for shits and giggles is higher than the population of people who just have it part of their natural vocabulary.
All right, so then take Africans versus Hispanics then.
It's not the same thing. Hispanic people don't have the same
What about Asian
experience.
people? Asian people be saying nigga.
And they shouldn't. And they truly
they have like
shouldn't.
Niga, like they have NIGA in their language.
Nah,
in some of their languages.
I mean, like
They shouldn't-
actual like, oh my nigga.
And
'Cause there was
I
something. I had a friend.
I know. And it's
AGF?
No,
I'm
man.
about to say,
This is
yeah.
no. This was high school.
Okay.
He was Indian.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He was Indian.
Remember we went to high school together?
We did, yeah.
There
There was only a handful.
Yeah.
There was only a handful.
And see, in times like that, you know, oh my God, come on, you can't hear it on the mic. That's my boy though. But yeah, but nah, that ass.
only a couple of 'em.
That's my boy. But and you know, we don't hang out. Like we don't
was
actually
nice.
we don't hang out
If
at all.
we're talking about the same person,
No,
he was nice.
we're talking about the same person. And now currently we don't hang out. We grew apart. Nothing bad, but you know if me and him were to hang out now, I would hope that he just doesn't use that
You
word
would
anymore.
hope,
I'm
right?
like you learned since then, right?
You have, I
Yeah.
think people, you have.
Like high
I
school.
get that.
I'm not
but
one
see,
of-
but see, you stopped. Let me not say stop being friends with him, but you stopped interacting with him enough to correct him on the word.
Like you mean I missed my opportunity to correct him, or
I don't
what
think
are you saying?
I wouldn't call it missing the opportunity because you're young and dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
There is no such
Right.
thing as missing an opportunity to correct somebody.
Because I'm saying, like, if me and him-
You're
if-
supposed
if
to
him
But
and
if
I-
he doesn't
opinion.
understand the full context of it himself, he can't really correct
If he
somebody
wakes
on
up,
it.
if yesterday this guy was totally okay with his other friends saying nigga, and this morning he had a revelation and decided that he no longer wanted people to say that word that weren't of the same descent, then he has a right to correct people because.
Well,
So then
100%.
what? You
100%.
want so then you want Kai
Information-
to go back and find the nigga and then be like, yo, bro, I remember we
Actually,
like 10 years ago you were saying this word a lot.
Oh wait, no, I ain't doing
10
that.
years ago, no, because
He
if-
just talking about middle school and high school.
No, I thought you were saying in reference to if they
damn
were
that.
still friends. Like if him and this dude
Again,
were still
I'm
cool.
saying if
No, if
me
they're
and
still
him were
friends.
to like link up this weekend, go to the
Uh-huh.
bar and we're chatting, and then he drops it, I would stop him like, wait, like and educate him and be like, no,
Right.
you can't be saying that no more.
And-
Like
and-
high school was a different era. We were all dumb. We weren't like I didn't give a fuck about shit. But you see the times we're in.
Right.
Like don't say that. You're not allowed. And
And
hopefully
you know- and now-
hopefully
and you
he grew up
definitely
enough,
know.
and hopefully he grew up enough to even come to that realization himself, which I'm sure he did. He's smart, and I hope other people are smart as well.
Don't be surprised if
You're
you
right.
are out and somebody decides to windshield wipe clock you. You can't be surprised.
No, she's
because
right,
we
though.
are in
She's definitely
2021
right,
and
though.
you are not surprised that people are insulted by that word. You're not surprised. You're not. So
That was this was a good random, like, topic segue. I like this. I like this conversation.
I don't know. I think now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like there
You want to get back to the original? Finish your statement first.
No, let's go back because I was basically just about to bring up a point that I used to work with some woman and she got comfortable. That's another thing.
Let's go back, and then in the same sentence she started going into her point. No, go into the point. 'Cause I do want to hear it.
I have nothing else.
No, I do want to hear it.
I have nothing else.
A woman, come on. What about the woman?
She got comfortable.
She got very comfortable. I mean, we were working entertainment, so like you know how that be. So like she got very.
I don't know how that be. Continue. My bad.
Okay, so she just got very comfortable, and like we were just talking, like it was a group of us. She was just talking. She was like, "This nigga," and then she saw the look on my face, and I think, unfortunately,
She was white?
Yes, and I think unfortunately I have this thing where I'm either I'm like passive or I'm aggressive. So I've been trying to work on that medium where I can just address you without hitting you. So like obviously I couldn't go to 100, so I just froze because I was like I didn't really necessarily like I wanted to cuss you out, but I was like I'm at work. So she saw my face and she was like, "Oh, you upset because I said nigga?"
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and then that's when I cussed her smooth out.
See?
But it was like they just get they get I don't think it was part. It's not part of your natural language because this whole time we've been working for X amount of months together. You ain't never said nigga to me before. You ain't never said nigga in passing. And I know I have. I know I have.
Is a real thing.
It's 12 o'clock at night. I've had a couple drinks at me because we would drink on our job. Sorry.
When you working in entertainment, maybe it's different.
Right, we would drink. We would
know
sip on the job, and so I know I've said it, but I can. You ain't never said it until this very day. It ain't part of your natural language. You knew around my black ass that you weren't gonna say it, and you got comfortable this night, and you forgot where the fuck we were, and you said nigga, and then you doubled down on it. So now it's like.
The double down is the
part.
double
down is the disrespectful part.
The double down is crazy.
Because the first time, if you would have been like, oh my God. She was like, oh, you upset because I said nigga? I said, oh.
Because, I'm not defending certain people or anything, but sometimes when you're hanging around a lot of people that use the word or like, it might, you hear them talk so much, it might register in your head.
Like you're comfortable. Like, you're in a comfortable setting?
No. Like, how do I say it? I know somebody that got a text and was reading it out loud, and in the text it said nigga. And that person read it, but they were just reading. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, shit. Like, my bad. Like, didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, reading it out loud to the group of people. So, but that person never says that word.
Well, no, they say it. They just don't say it around you. Because if
I see... Freudian slip can happen. But I'm like I'm more on your side. Because a Freudian slip is rare.
If you you see a word but you don't use that word, you know not to use that word.
But like, if you're just reading, if you're just reading,
if I see the S word regarding Hispanic people, I'm not gonna read it. It's not a word I readily use, so it's not gonna come to my. It's not. So I'm gonna see it, and I'm gonna see it, and immediately feel like I can't.
What about when like you're in class and you're reading, like doing popcorn reading, and it says nigger in the.
But that's what I'm saying.
Those be the moments I be in, like in high school, 11th grade. I be looking at niggas like, are you gonna say the word? Or are you gonna...
But see, some people will. You could see the uncomfort in their face. They'll be like, they'll say N-word to replace it.
I've been in class.
That's the difference between people who don't say it and the people who are comfortable who do say it and then they slip up. You do say it. You just say it in front of people who won't clean your clock. Some people just need to get punched. That's all I feel.
So to tie back to our actual thing,
honestly.
So do you think you have that prejudice so that when white people do get upset or out of pocket, right? Because we get out of pocket when we need to. So when they get out of pocket, do we automatically think that they're racist or have their own type of prejudice toward us?
I have a habit of doing that. I almost automatically assume that you're doing that. You're catching an attitude with me because I'm black.
It's something I'm trying to work on as well.
I'm not trying to work on it.
Why are you not?
Because I feel like
if you're not trying to work on it, then you're racist.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, what?
All right, well, although I... Let me intervene. Let me interject here. Although I
can explain it.
Hear me out.
Tyler, you want me to explain it?
Although I...
Right after Kai. Yes, I do. I
agree with Tomi, but I don't he can't call you racist. Because
you can't call me racist.
Because we can't be racist.
You can call me traumatized.
No.
I'm traumatized. But white people are constantly taking their aggressions out on my people. And I see it on a daily basis. So therefore, I'm reacting for something I have seen on a consistent basis.
Are you looking?
You can't. He's looking up the textbook definition of racist.
We cannot.
Racist is when you believe your race is better.
Pause. Before you even say that, I really don't even know the textbook definition. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
Not a Google moment.
So all right, let me read it out. So to be racist, dictionary definition. Oh, there's an adjective and a noun.
Ooh.
Are we gonna say that? Which one are we gonna do?
Read both. I don't know.
All right. So the adjective. Prejudiced against or antagonistic toward a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is minority or marginalized.
So I'm not racist because white people aren't minorities or marginalized.
It says typically. That doesn't mean it's...
I also don't have, so I don't intentionally aggravate or be going after anybody. So can't be racist.
So if a white person is having a bad day, right, and they get upset with you, you're automatically thinking that they're racist.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10. Now I understand how
that's
it
the
sounds.
prejudice that I said I'm trying to work on, but you say you don't want to work on that. So then somebody who's completely innocent is getting your wrath or your unfair judgment because you don't want to work on yourself.
Maybe it's because
that's racist.
Whoa. Maybe it's because also when I'm angry, I think do you want me to read the noun?
I
think there's a lack of self-control if you're just having a bad day and you take it out on anybody, point blank, period.
Okay, but
all right, but what about if that happens to you?
That never happens to me.
All right, what if it happens for Jane Doe on the street?
I don't know. I can't speak for Jane Doe. I can speak for Tyler.
Oh my God, you're so fucking annoying. For the point of the argument is that person may not be racist. They might. Maybe their mom just passed away literally that morning. You know what I mean? Some crazy shit.
I agree.
But you shouldn't go about it saying I don't want to work on that.
But sometimes you can tell.
Oh yeah, no.
Sometimes you can definitely tell.
Because I was at the DMV last month to get my license renewed, and this white man was cussing out the teller because he was saying, the teller was like, oh, you and your wife both can't stand up here because COVID policies, blah, blah, blah. Like, he wasn't trying to get in trouble. The man was pissed. Probably white man in his 40s, bald. And he's like,
that's exactly who I pictured when you said it.
He said, just do your fucking job. And in my head, I was like,
and this is what
he seems a little racist.
And that's what I have to say. You have to, whenever a situation occurs, I have to constantly ask myself, no, would you be reacting this way if I was white?
So
I have to, because
it's cool.
Sometimes I be feeling like the level, what's happening and your level of aggression, there's too much of a gap for it to just be the situation. Is there something adding on to it which is making you come at me at 100 when the situation's really like a 40?
Yeah.
No, I get
that. If I was white, would you be at me like this? And unfortunately, it's not my fault.
But then
that fits the argument of what if I was just having a bad day? So you're getting 100 because I'm just pissed that something happened today to me, not because you're black. But now you're going to assume that it's because you're black.
I think it's unfortunate. We shouldn't even have to deal with this. This shouldn't even have to be a question because we shouldn't even have to deal with this. So until we stop having to deal with this, I am well within my right to feel some type of way.
That's So
Guy said
it's an everlasting cycle though.
I know.
Because I'm saying you can feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine. We can assume that as well, like, oh, this person might be racist because I do it every time. But to work on that, to give up working on that,
to give up working on that,
the way you
said
it,
set in your ways on thinking that, which is why I think you're not why I think you're racist, but why I can put the title of racist there.
It's just the way you said it and said I will not. It's just the way you said it and said I will not work on this and I'm going to be this way. It's just like that's the part.
I say that. I say that.
It's the same way a member of the Ku Klux Klan will say that black people are trash.
First of all,
no. Wait.
You real out of pocket because first of all, first of all, you dead ass out of pocket. Saying that if a white person is acting overly aggressively towards me,
No,
is
wait,
equivalent to the Ku Klux Klan
I'm not talking about the action
creating
happening
actual
towards
violence
you.
against.
I'm not talking about the action happening towards you. Hold up, because you about to make me sound fucking crazy.
No, you sound
crazy. Hold up.
crazy.
I'm talking about the mindset. The mindset
Kai
of
is hitting a little
the
kid
mindset of a random Ku Klux Klan member would be that black people are trash, and you're not gonna change my mind.
Did I say white people were trash? I didn't say white people were trash. Did I say that? I didn't say that. I never said that. I said if.
This is so fucking funny.
I'm not racist. You can't convince me I'm racist. I'm not racist. I'm not.
I'm talking about the text. I'm not gonna call you racist in actuality, but I'm talking about the
textbook. Am I racist?
The textbook definition of it.
Is that the name of it? Is Tyler racist?
Please don't.
It's either gonna be Tyler racist or it's gonna be textbook definition.
Remember when y'all was like, "Is Kai thought?" Is that what the Tyler was?
I feel like this is more damning though. Like shit.
Try it.
Fuck.
Like,
if nobody listens to the podcast up to this point, I'm gonna get canceled off rip. Why would you do that? First of all, okay, so the textbook definition of racism is what?
What I said earlier. All right, so I'll read the noun.
Say it again.
I'll read the noun one now. So it's a person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards, right? People on the basis of their membership in a particular ethnic or racial group.
So you tell me how I'm being prejudiced and you tell me how I'm being antagonistic. Tell me how in that situation. How am I antagonizing anybody? How am I being...
How am I a clown?
No, you're being prejudiced.
I'm a clown.
You're being prejudiced, but you're not being antagonistic.
How am I being prejudiced?
Because you're automatically believing that based on the person's skin, that they are...
I didn't say I believe. I said I have to question whether or not. I got to question whether or not you're doing this, whether or not I'm black or not.
No, the question that
we're asking... It's not my fault, I got a question there.
The question that we're asking is when white people get rude or mad, I automatically think that they're racist. And you agreed with that statement.
All three of us agreed with that.
9 times out of 10. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, not always.
And so your prejudgment off of if a white person is upset with you or has some type of attitude towards you, you automatically believe that they are racist, and that is a prejudice.
But
the point being was, at least for me, was when you just said that you don't want to work on that and you'll stick to your ways.
Yeah, that's what I call.
The reason why
that's what I said.
The reason why I'm gonna sit in this is because until that's not something that we have to worry about. Because quite frankly, we shouldn't really have to worry about whether or not you're overreacting or you're getting aggressive with me because I'm black, because it happens. If it didn't happen as readily as it does, we wouldn't have to worry about this. If you was getting mad at me the same way you would get mad at somebody your own skin tone, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But white people are regularly getting mad or getting aggressive with black people for little to no reason all the time. So until that subsides, until that stops, I have a right to think of whatever I want to think.
Isn't that the same thing
they're
as
antagonizing
judging all black
us?
People as the same thing? You're saying because you're black, I believe you participate in this, that, or the
That's
third.
why I said 9 times out of 10.
Thug. I believe you're this, that, and that's...
Nah, that's facts.
But then you're coming back and you're saying that because you're white and you're upset, I'm believing this.
But how come it's our responsibility to take the higher road?
I'm not saying it's your responsibility,
it's not.
But at the same time, it's everybody's responsibility for whatever society that everybody wants to have or that we proclaim that we want to have, right? But a lot of people are in your mindset right now that they're not willing to take that higher road.
On both sides.
Because
on both sides. Yeah, on both sides. Yeah. So because of that, that's why I agree with the statement.
For me, I feel like it's cause and effect, though. White people don't have a reason for feeling that way about all black people. There is, I feel like we see all the time.
White people don't have a reason for feeling that way about.
The reason why white people, the subsection of white people who believe that black people are inferior, black people are violent, but where are they getting that from? Where are they getting that from? What did we do?
It's a prejudice.
But I'm saying cause and effect. I have a reason, and our people have a reason for feeling like white people who get aggressive with us may be doing it out of prejudice. It's not something we just pulled out of thin air like white people did when all black people are violent. But we didn't just pull that out of thin air. There's examples. There's clear examples of white people doing it and getting full fucking away with it. So. Yes. There's a cause and effect. To this day. So there's a cause and effect. White people just pulling that shit out of the clear blue sky just to support whatever racism that was already embedded in them, that's different. So I feel this way not because I'm just racist and I just hate white people. I don't hate white people. I feel this way because there is plenty of fucking examples of white people doing the fucking most towards us when it's not tolerated. But if they were looking at fucking Susie Q, Ted, and Tom, they wouldn't be giving us all that.
And
so I'm
Tom.
really gonna be devil's advocate here. So then you're not giving white people the right to feel emotions.
You can feel emotions, but here's the level. This the thing that bothers me.
So
is
if
that
a white person feels the emotion of anger, what are you gonna do?
Pause. When black people are pissed, there's a level of we gotta calm ourselves down. If a black person gets pulled over unlawfully and they're asking to search our fucking vehicle and shit, and we ain't do nothing, they don't have no reason to do it. There's a level of calm we gotta be, right? We can't pop off the way white people pop off. White people will cuss a fucking cop out and just be nothing happens to them. There's a level of calm that we have to execute. So it's possible.
Right here, pause real quick. So pause right there.
To
it feels like you're blaming a random white person for that, though.
That's
what I'm saying, because it could be anybody. Like you don't know who you're meeting on the street or who's gonna be angry with you next. You may accidentally bump into a white person's car and they start blasting at you, but they're just tight because you walked into their car.
So first of
but
all,
now
I
you're gonna say
I think there's a difference between. First of all, discernment is important. You don't just react off of somebody, off of an initial instance, right? If I'm having a conversation with you, if I run into your car, I'm gonna have a conversation with you, right? I want to talk. I want to resolve the issue as civil as possible. Now you could be upset because I hit your car, right? Obviously, you have a right to be upset. But if you're calling a punk bitch, ugly fuck.
No, I'm not saying all that.
Ooh.
See, you're turning into something more.
No, I'm just saying the level of aggression that you just took towards me. I hit your car. You have a right to be mad. But I'm coming out talking to you civilly, trying to resolve the issue. Now, if someone hits my car and they're trying to resolve the issue, I'm not about to call them out their name like that because at the end of the day, these are two individuals, two civilians trying to just resolve the issue. Now, if I get out the car and you decide to call me everything but a child of God and you're threatening me and you're saying all this stuff and you're getting equally aggravated. That's taking it higher.
Is it That's taking it higher because I'm saying...
it's the same thing.
Right now, in this very instance right now, if that situation happened to me and the person was just naturally upset, not out of pocket, he's just naturally upset. Me personally, right now, I'm still automatically in my head. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga's probably racist. I'm trying to do it civilly, but he's just really. Maybe he just got the car last week, so he's mad as hell, right? But now I'm gonna say in my head, and this is what I do right now that I say I want to work on. Even if he got that car last week and he's upset because of this and the third, I'm gonna automatically make an excuse for myself and say, yo, I was being civil. I was doing this, that, and the third, but he wasn't trying to work with me. Yo, he's probably fucking racist.
Yo, something just hopped in my head. Y'all wonder how many times you're retelling a story to somebody of something like this happening and you say in that story, I ran into this racist-ass white dude today. And you wonder, what if that dude wasn't racist? You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. Basically,
what
automatically putting them all in that category.
Just out of curiosity, how many people up in your 20-something years of age have you said, I ran into this racist, blah, blah, blah. For example, I got pulled over the other day, and because the cop didn't wear a mask and because he was kind of being an ass about my tints, I was like, he racist. But then he deducted my ticket. So instead of paying $500, I only had to pay $200.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe he's not racist. I don't know.
See, I don't think ever.
Nigga still got a ticket though.
Right. My point for me, it's I go back to the you can tell, right? So I've had altercations with white people before.
But the thing is, I can't tell.
For me, I can.
I can't.
For me,
that's why I said automatically.
I feel like for me, I don't know if you want to call it just this sixth sense, but I can tell the way you're coming at me right now. I feel like there's levels to everything, right? Because I've been in some situations with white people where I'm like, whew, this is a lot of energy you're giving me. But it's not, there's a level of hatred or disdain that comes from certain people that indicates to me, you don't like me for other reasons.
Yeah.
This situation,
it's a sixth sense.
It's a sixth sense, and it goes about. And unfortunately, if the interaction with the white person is only like 5-10 seconds, I only got 5-10 seconds to kind of make that decision for myself. But obviously, as an interaction goes on, you may be able to decide that. Unfortunately, it's not. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not necessary. I feel like it's not necessary. That thought isn't based in hatred for white people. I think it's based on security, wanting to defend. Like, you don't necessarily know, because unfortunately, the racist white people who be reacting to black people may react higher than just cussing you out. They may shoot you, because that's happened before. You mad at a black person for doing something, instead of just driving away or walking away, you react violently. So I think that thought comes to me. I think
that's for safety?
I think that thought.
What about the white woman that walks across the street when she sees a black man and clutches her purse?
Oh my God, Tommy. The problem is that
I was walking out of someone's house one day, and this motherfucker locked the car door because I was parked behind him. I'm like,
but the problem is you see stuff like that. Like, there is literal.
I mean, it was nighttime. I don't know.
First of all, I think
because of the prejudice that she has, she walks across the street and says, I'm safer on this side.
I think that I really do.
It's wrong. I'm not saying it's right.
But I think that's based in nothingness. The way we feel is based off actual examples.
Nah, that's true.
We have actual tangible examples of white people there was literally a video, oh my God, it made me so sad, earlier this month,
based on fake
where they
examples.
were at these black kids.
Their fear is based on fake examples.
Right.
Like, I'm thinking like Central Park 5 and shit like that. Like, their fear is based on fake examples.
Right. Like, there was literally a video earlier this March where it was like, I guess they got in an altercation with this guy at a gas station, and they got in their car. The black kids got in their car, were literally about to drive away, and the white guy came out of the convenience store, grabbed his gun, and just started shooting them kids dead in the gas station. They were trying to drive away. Like, the car, they had their foot on the car, and they died with their foot on the pedal, trying to get away from the situation out of just pure whatever. There's examples. There's pure examples. And unfortunately, because I see this, my automatic thought as a defense mechanism is, okay, are you doing this because you don't like me, because of my skin? Because if that's the case, I need to completely diffuse myself from the situation and get the fuck up out of here as quickly as possible, because I don't know where your head's at.
So which one do you think that guy that shot did it out of?
Oh, no, that's racist.
Mindset?
That's racism. What? You just killing a bunch of black kids for what? I don't care what the fuck happened down in that damn.
He had a lot of hate at the bottom of his gut and said, "I just want." So
you're saying somebody stealing your car? You're not going.
He didn't steal. They got in their own car.
Them
kids got back in their own car. There was an interaction.
What do you mean by that?
Right.
You think some black kids is stealing this man's car?
Look.
No. I misheard the story. I thought they got into I thought he went in the convenience store.
Were you conditioned to think this way?
Bro, if I had a piece and then I walked into a store and then I walk out the store and somebody's in my car about to drive off,
right,
I'm popping off.
But okay, so them stealing your car, different. Them there was an altercation that happened in the convenience store. Kids got in their own car.
I thought they got into his car. That's why I misunderstood.
Kids.
No, true.
Children.
Kids as well.
They were like,
so he knew who he was shooting at from the altercation.
He wanted them dead.
That's also
and he wanted to kill some niggas, and they gave him a reason to. Quote unquote, gave him a reason to.
I was about to say that ain't no reason.
And right, I'm saying quote unquote, meaning he would have looked for any opportunity. No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, it wasn't physical. I know that for
shit, like
it's probably an argument. Probably something. First of all,
they probably bumped into each other.
Something.
Yeah, watch out.
Not worth 2 to 3 black boys dead. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
I can tell you that fucking much. So unfortunately, me and anybody else that thinks that way, it's not because we want to. If we didn't have to think this way, I can promise you we didn't. But unfortunately, we've been conditioned to be like, where are you going with this? Because if you feel like you think you're gonna pop me in the middle of a damn grocery store because you don't like me, let me figure that out now so I can exit.
Again, real quick, I just want to be clear because this is a long conversation.
It is.
Be clear for the viewers. We all agree, and we all think the same thing. with, oh, this person's being a little shiesty. They want to be poo shiesty, so let me stop playing.
I'm sick. I'm sleepy.
But yeah, this white man is being crazy. He might be racist. We all agree on that part. The only part where we, I guess, disagree, quote unquote, was whether or not to try to change that thinking for ourselves before the white man.
You sound like my dad. You sound like my daddy.
Before the white man can.
My dad be like, the white man ain't do nothing to you.
Can do that for themselves.
Right.
But yeah, and on that note. Can we go to the next thing?
Yeah, that was heavy. That was heavy. That was a good. That was a really good topic, though. That was heavy, though.
Kai?
So we're gonna hop into the vibe of the week.
Vibe of the week.
Oh shit, I don't even got my vibes. But as y'all know, the vibe of the week is the part where we all put on whatever we're on. You know, shows, music, whatever you want to be. So I guess my vibe of the week for shows, I'll go anime, and it's Attack on Titan, of course, because they're popping off. And as soon as I get home,
is it back?
It's been back. As soon as it gets home. Nah, as soon as I get home, I'm watching the next episode because
fucking nerds for that shit. That was some nerdy ass shit.
Because I'm on my real Jaegerish shit. My boy Aaron. You feel me? He ain't do shit wrong. Yeah, he shit came out today, boy. I'm on my shit.
This was the 12th. This is the last one that they confirmed.
This is the 14th. This is the 14th episode. 13th or 14th.
I think it's 12. Oh, this is 13? Mm-hmm. Oh, so they already passed it. They already passed it.
Yeah, and then there's 2, and after this one, there's 2 more episodes, I believe.
Okay. You really think they're going to end the show after that? I think they're going to do a little bit more. I don't think it's gonna be like 16.
You think so?
I think it's going to be like a 20-episode season.
Nah, bro. It's not 20 episodes. Because the manga ends on April something.
So then this show has to end in, like, June.
No. Literally, there's 2 more episodes after tonight.
Oh, wow.
Is the manga writer working on the show as well?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because they're doing it in tangent. That we almost didn't get a 4th season because they wanted the manga to end. First. They wanted the manga to end with the show, within a month of each other.
I'm gonna do my vibe of the week first.
Girl, I already started. I don't have a song though, but yeah, I guess
sure
you
don't
can
got a song.
Let me look real quick. I don't got nothing for you, bro.
So Tyler's still in the bathroom, but we was gonna shout out some anime really quick, and the first one that I really wanted to shout out was My Hero Academy. My Hero Academy is coming back this month. Shout out, yeah, bro, dead ass.
You lie.
I'm being dead ass, bro. I'm being dead ass.
I'm so hyped.
I actually watched it already. It's 4 seasons right now. It's season 5, I believe, that's coming. I've watched it already, but I'm rewatching it now, and I'm about halfway through. So I have about 10 days to watch about 40 episodes, which is not bad in anime.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think I need to rewatch it though, but personally,
no, bro. First off, so if you don't like anime or you're not interested, you can skip ahead probably like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
but yeah. So a lot of the shit that happened in the show. Like, the show, and it spans so far, at least for the first 2 weeks so far. Not 2 weeks. First 40
seasons.
Episodes that I've watched, 44. The span is basically, like, 4 months. Like,
oh, you're lying.
Like, at most, maybe 5 months. Because it starts at the beginning of the first semester, and at that beginning, I guess in Japan, they start school in spring. And I think that's true. So they start school in spring, and then they go to the summer. And then where I'm at episode 44, they're in their summer training camp.
What show are y'all talking about?
My Hero
Academy.
I can't watch that, but...
Oh, you're bugging. Tyler came back and ruined the fucking mood.
Boo.
Yeah.
So you're me and tell me everything that we watched so far has only been in the span.
Well, so far that I watched, I think the rest of it is up to like... I think everything is like a year.
I was about to say, it's probably about
Have y'all watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
Great show. It's
a great show, but it's like,
after season 1. Season 1 is fucking trash.
I think what's irritating me and my man right now is the fact that it's like the moment you start really loving a character, that bitch dies and they go to another generation.
Wait.
This show has been out forever.
Wait, time out. Here's my thing. You know when you don't like the way something's drawn, And you're like,
The animation style, yeah.
So I didn't really like the animation style of it, and I have been putting it off, but Tomi has said it's really good. A lot of people have said it's good.
My mouse pad at my crib is JoJo's.
Can I be honest? I can't quite tell you why it's good because I get annoyed every time I watch it. Like between the dramatically muscular the characters are drawn, and you know how like in anime there's poses and they're just like, yeah, it's like it's that
very
times
dramatic.
20, and it's like,
is it funny?
It's entertaining. It is entertaining. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have been able to watch it for this long. But it's like I can't quite tell you why I like it. Like it's like everybody is drawn, like men are drawn like in such a way.
Where you at?
We're about to end. No, we're in season 2. So I fell asleep at the end of when JoJo.
Don't spoil.
You're not. It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, you're not. I could say whatever I'm gonna say, and you're still not gonna know because literally they go through 3 generations. You're not gonna know which JoJo.
Know what that means.
Well, by season 2,
where you are, where you are.
There's only 3, so that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say JoJo, and you're not gonna know which JoJo I'm talking about.
Yo, that's dead ass.
You're really not gonna know. So JoJo, when JoJo met his mother, and he found out that woman is his mother.
Oh, okay.
That's where
I'm not gonna say
that's
the name.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's where I fell asleep at, and then I woke up, and then it was season 2, episode 1, and where it's like he's evil, and I have a demon inside.
Can I skip season 1?
So the thing is, to fully understand the show, no. But season 1 is really trash. It's really
12
trash.
episodes.
No, I think it's like a good 24.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm with you because I hate anime.
So they did put season 1 is split into 3 parts, and they made them into movies. 3 movies.
It's not. I honestly don't know why I like it because the characters I loved, Dio. Like the dramatics between their interaction and for them to die all, I was like, what the fuck?
Dio
I
died.
just told you that there are
Dio
3 generations. Right.
I don't know what generations means.
But
so basically, here, look. You're Kai Deans, and everybody just calls you KD. Then Kyle Deans is your son. People call him KD. Then Kevin Deans is the next generation.
And they call him KD. So they refer to all these people as JoJo, KD. But they're different people.
But then you fought against this guy named, when she said Dio, right? But basically every generation of you still has to fight against this guy.
It's so good, but it's so stupid.
It's the same guy?
No. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
The fuck?
It's a mind fuck. You gotta watch it.
I'll get into it one day. I don't know when. Maybe a month from now.
Nah, but it's good. Once you get to this last one, it's lit.
So Hero Academia.
About that time.
Y'all got a good episode out of us today.
Yeah.
Oh man, and look, anime was about to be a whole nother episode or some shit.
Honestly.
Because I could talk about it all day.
I'll say it after the pod, but.
All right. Well, y'all, vibe of the week. We already did that. I went to the bathroom, so I missed that. Y'all.
So
Tommy's.
follow our socials.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out mine this time. We haven't shouted out ourselves in a little bit. So where's Tomi? .llc. I got my Bahamas trip coming up, and we're actually over 50% sold out. Actually, probably 60% to be honest.
Oh, you better fucking get it.
Hop on that shit. We got 10 private villas to ourselves in the Bahamas.
I know what the
fuck
that means.
We are gonna be fucking lit. We are currently maybe gonna get 2 more, but right now it's looking on the no side. To be completely honest, but I'm fighting for it. I'm fighting for it.
Did you say 10?
Yeah, 10 private villas.
Guys, funny.
That's what's up.
10 private. We have a private compound to ourselves.
Oh, there.
It's about 3 pools.
Yay, litty, like
right
a
next to the
titty.
beach,
Y'all still got openings.
Yeah, we do. But
when is this? When is the here?
This is Labor Day weekend, so it's September 3rd to the 7th.
Oh, yeah, we might be.
But shout out to me again. Where's Tomi?
Shout out to me.
WHERESTOMI.LLC.
My social is Miss Tylar Britt, so MISSTYLARBRITT _. Follow me, even though I don't be posting like that no more, but stay tuned. Anyway, Kai.
She said _.
You
follow me at Kai_Jullian. That's KAI_JULLIAN. Grad season's coming up, so if y'all need those photos, you feel me? I already got a couple of inquiries, so, get your schedule in, man. Get your grad photos. It's lit.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you like this episode. Feel free to
for y'all.
send us emails.
Potentially our next episode. If not our next one, maybe the one after that.
Check into next episode, y'all, too.
First guest coming, guys. First guest coming.
If you want to be a guest, hit us up. Any one of us, all three of us. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, let us know. We'll review. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. So, all right. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
All right, niggas.
Because I've been stacking all of these honeys, count them one by one. Ain't nothing funny, baby, what's the joke? I'm just trying to give you everything you want. So don't you blame me with no bullshit, cause I ain't trying to get inside the motions.